canyons, big trees, and bears, oh my!
Trying to see the tree too.
We were extremely disappointed yesterday when it was so crazy busy here at Sequoia National Park that there was not one parking spot available to go see the world's biggest tree, General Sherman. But because of that disappointment, we discovered a forgotten national park.
This is so cool!
It was previously named General Grant National Park. Now it's part of Kings Canyon National Park. But today is a new day and we have high hopes. We may even get a little extra surprise on the Sherman Trail. So join us as we experience the perfect day at Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. So today we're heading back to Sequoia National Park because it was so crazy there yesterday. We couldn't even find a spot to park to go see General Sherman, check out the big tree trail, and we don't even know for sure if the road is open that goes to Morrow Rock and the cool tunnel that you can drive through the sequoia tree. So hopefully today's a little better of a day for that. We left early. We left about 7:40 this morning. It takes about an hour to get there, so fingers crossed, prayers sent that we'll be able to see General Sherman today. We take the 1-hour drive from Sunset Campground to General Sherman Trailhead with extreme anticipation, not knowing if we'll have the opportunity to even experience the grandeur of the world's biggest tree. And this is our last chance, as it is our last day here. Well, it might be an older couple that doesn't have a mama.
Yeah, it might be. Juvenile bear.
Probably gonna have a bear crossing sign about right here.
It's our first black bear of the trip.
We'll just let him cross.
All this black bear
So
country.
cute.
We finally see a black bear.
There's our sweet little
Who
black
spotted
bear. Actually, one of the girls walking by told us about it.
Is that a cub?
Yeah, it's like a baby.
Where's his mama?
Well, it's a thing. There's going to be a mama around. So you definitely don't want to get too close. Looking for yum-yums.
No, it's a cub.
Well, it might be an older cub that doesn't have a mama anymore.
Evelyn.
That bear's had a street dog. Oh, look, it's bear crossing. There's bear crossing.
He's gonna go up.
Okay, good. Good. There's bear crossing. Aww. There he goes. I'm awake.
Checking it out, man. That's great. Well, that made my day.
I know, yeah, we've been looking for bears for months.
See? I'm glad we came here now.
Aww, and there he goes. Sweet little baby bear.
I'm gonna pet bear now.
We were already pretty excited to go see the world's biggest tree, and then when we had the privilege of seeing this black bear, it definitely took our adventure to new heights. Now there are taller trees, and there are wider trees, but the General Sherman tree contains more volume of wood in its trunk than any other tree in the world. It weighs over 2,000 tons, which is the same weight as 400 elephants.
Let me introduce you to General Sherman. He's the largest tree in the world!
Woo! General Sherman! Huge! I know you can't quite tell on video, but General Sherman is huge.
Oh, here's General Sherman.
At 275 feet tall, the General Sherman tree is as tall as 3 blue whales are long, and it's just 30 feet shorter than the Statue of Liberty. Its base measures 36 feet in diameter, which means you could hide 2 cars behind it parked end to end. General Sherman was thought to be almost 3,000 years old, but the most recent age estimate of the Sherman tree is about 2,200 years old. And like any celebrity, you do have to wait in line, a rather long line, to get a photo with General Sherman. General Sherman was quite the impressive sight to behold, but in reality, this really is a tree you just have to see to believe. And General Sherman was not the only giant you could see on this trail. There's a whole forest of giants on your way to and from seeing General Sherman. So the base of this sequoia is quite narrow, or it's the same size as the rest of the tree, because it's thin and dry soil, and it doesn't need to spread out to support itself. It's also at a little higher ground level, where if we go down to this tree here, it has a much wider bottom part of the tree, because it's had more water in the soil here, and so the tree has actually adapted. This cross-section of this giant sequoia tells an amazing story of fire and survival. Notice the colorful scars left behind from forest fires. We make a quick stop at the Giant Forest Museum, where we discover a few more of these giant trees, and Jason picks out an awesome t-shirt from the gift shop.
Got a little burnt from a forest fire. Pine cones are really not that big. Look at the giant tree that it becomes. The sequoias will go through several wildfires in their lifetime and survive them. That's how they can live to be so long. It is, it's good for them. The pine cones have to go through the fire to actually open up the seeds. So they actually can't have seedlings without the wildfires.
And just across the street, we go check out the Big Trees Trail.
Are you ready to go check out some big trees? All right, let's go.
Come back home to me, where rivers are running free, through valleys as far as the eye can see.
This thing turns into this thing.
I'll be waiting
The
on
question
you
is,
till you're in my arms, a place that you can
That's a cool one though. Look at that one right there.
whoa.
That's a giant one.
come back home to me. Shelter from the storm, I'll keep you safe and warm. We'll hide out here for as long as you want. You want. Brick by brick, we lay the bones to this old place. Memories I won't let ever fade. Come back home to me.
No other tree in the world has looked down on so many centuries as a sequoia, or opened such impressive and suggestive views of history.
And this sequoia especially is like really deep red, the bark color. More so on the bottom than the top. I feel like it has more of the foliage lower down on the tree too, as opposed to just at the tippy top. So this meadow collects a lot of the water, and sequoias can't live in soggy soil, but they love growing around this soggy soil meadow because their roots span out so wide.
Shelter from the storm, I'll keep you safe and warm. We'll hide out here for as long.
Look at how beautiful they are. So pretty.
But that's what's going on in our butterfly read at home.
Yes, oh my goodness, that's so pretty. All the butterflies.
Oh, wow.
What's the bark feel like?
Feels a little feel hollow.
It does. I noticed that too. It's interesting how it really feels hollow.
I'm gonna look for a way in.
And this one doesn't quite have the bright red color that some of the others do. But you can tell it's a sequoia by that broccoli top up there. And the massive size. All right, what'd you find, Alexis?
I found a door, honey.
Ooh, look at that. That's kind of cool. It is. It's like a little cove. Aw, Daddy, go get in your little pocket. It's where you guys are going to go to bed tonight. You can sleep standing up like a vampire in your little coffin. Why do you think the ground feels that way?
Roots.
Mm-hmm.
I got roots. I got boots.
That root system. It's only 6 to 12 feet deep, I believe it was. But it'll spread out to be about 50 or 60 feet wide. There's inside the sequoia. Ooh, look at
A lot of
that.
bugs, but it's cool.
Deep, dark tunnel.
Definitely need a flashlight.
Whoa, I don't know if we'll go too far in. It's a little freaky in here.
Peekaboo!
It's really cool how this tree is growing right into the rock. And there's Alexis up there. Hello. The Cave of Sequoia.
Now this is actually a cave.
That's neat, huh?
Come on, Mama. Oh, wow, this is so cool. Imagine being in a real cave.
Yeah, one day we'll go to a real cave.
Oh, wow, look at that.
That's pretty cool. You can see all the fire that these sequoias have went through. But they're still going strong.
Peekaboo!
So we did it. We saw General Sherman, and we got an extra surprise on the trail. What did we see, Alexis?
Bear, black bear, to be exact.
Wait.
And it crossed the trail.
Mm-hmm. We actually had a black bear cross right in front of us on the trail, which is a really cool thing to see. We've been looking for black bears this whole trip, and this was our first one, probably our only one. So that was pretty cool. But the elevation, because it's about the 7,000 elevation there, that was kind of getting to Alexis, wasn't it?
No.
What did it make you feel like? Yeah, it was making her. It was hard for her to breathe. Yeah, she does not handle the elevation very well. So that's something. But they warn you that on the Sherman Trail too. Now the road was closed, I guess, during the weekends, during the high seasons. They do close like the Morro Rock Trail, so we didn't get to drive through the tunnel. But at least we got to do the Big Tree Trail, and we got to see General Sherman. It's pretty cool. All right, so what do we give the General Sherman? So we give him a thumbs up? We give General Sherman a Wogmooth thumbs up.
After an adventure-filled day, now it's time to head back to Sunset Campground for dinner and fairy garden fun.
The little Sequoia fairy house.
But our day doesn't end there. We drive to the official Kings Canyon National Park to check out the scenery and enjoy the sunset views on this section of the Sierra Nevada mountains.
There when the sun goes down,
Of course, stopping to get a picture of the sign.
we could walk this autumn town, find a place to be alone.
Sierra Nevada
Look into your eyes, feeling butterflies.
Alexis found a cute little resting chair here.
We could dance under the stars, fall into each other's arms. Nowhere
Are you on the
else
brakes
we
a lot?
need to be,
Just
just
gently on the
you
brakes.
and me. We can
Take it
lose this love, so hold on to what we know.
Ooh, look
we
how
have.
pretty. Oh man, that would have been a good turnout there.
Hold on to moments
that
that
is
we
pretty.
share.
This
huh?
one. This one.
Well, no, this one's got trees in the way.
Hold on, if all we have is just each other, everything will be fine. Just hold on.
This one has no trees in the way.
night turned into day. And I was thinking you should stay. Memories for our house to hold will carry till we're gray and old. So hold on to what we know we have. Hold on to moments that we've shared. Hold on if all we have is just each other. Everything will be fine. Just hold on. Just hold on.
As we head back to Sunset Campground from Kings Canyon, it's quite a different experience when you are now driving at the edge of the canyon. At more than 1 mile deep in some locations, the glacially formed splendor of Kings Canyon certainly is impressive. We find a perfect pullout for a family photo. And I never miss the opportunity for a good family photo.
This was a cool little spot to stop as we travel the Sierra Nevada mountains. Cool little cove in here. Jason and Alexis checking out the view.
Welcome to Kings Canyon. That is a long way down.
Sure is. So you can't see the bats, but you can hear them. We saw a few flying around up above. And that's the road we've been traveling on.
Such thing as time. Now we can go anyway.
Look at those peaks. Really, really cool. Look how cool these rocks are. And way down there is the road we just came from. You can see that little white car going.
We are amazed with the changes in the sky, from the deep, dark clouds to the gorgeous sunset reflected on the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Sunlight fades away. And you fall into my arms. This life is not the same when we're apart. If you follow
The Sierra Nevada sunset.
I'll walk with you for life. We can go anywhere. There's no place we
Stay there, baby, okay? We'll get some more scenic points. Let's try to videotape you guys. The Tennessee tree is to the left, and that little burnt stump, the fires did take it, but there are thousands of little seedlings that were left in its place. This Tennessee tree is quite burned out inside, but yet look at the top. It is green and thriving.
Look how the creatures have been eating this.
That's so cool. We've actually never seen a pine cone that has a little hole in it. Really cool.
Well, it's time to head out of Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. But first, we make one more quick stop at the General Grant Grove. This has become a favorite stop here as it was never crowded and it was truly like finding a little hidden gem.
Look how small this sequoia pine cone is. This little guy grows up to be a big tree like General Grant, towering above the forest.
Thanks for exploring the park with me.
So this one here is General Robert E. Lee.
And of course, we don't leave any national park without Alexis becoming an official junior ranger.
A special one.
This one before, I don't know. So, you're gonna raise your right hand. Repeat after me, okay? I am a junior ranger.
I'm a junior ranger.
I will protect this park from danger.
I will protect this park from danger.
I will not pick the plants.
I will not pick the plants.
I will not step on ants.
I will not step on ants.
No animals will get my food.
No animals will get my food.
And I won't litter because that's rude.
And I won't litter because that's rude.
My job is never done.
My job is never done.
This ranger life is fun.
This ranger life is fun.
There you go. Good job.
That is the most awesome ranger pledge I've ever heard.
You like it because it rhymes.
Yeah, I like that.
This is wolf lichen. Wolf lichen berry.
Join me on the other side. Yep, I think you look good over here. Oh, it's so slippery.
There wasn't a dump station here at Sunset Campground, but there was in Princess Campground, which was closer to Kings Canyon. And of course, while we were there, I had to take one last look at the sequoia trees.
There's a little tree seedling there. So this is actually a young sequoia. It's really hard to tell it apart from the other cedar trees, but the needles are quite different. So here are the needles of the young sequoia. That's how you can tell them apart. See how they almost look like little leaves? They're very different from the incense cedar, which I'll show you in a little bit. And then here is your incense cedar. You can definitely see a difference in the needles. And then here are the pine cones to the incense cedar.
And that wraps up our time here at Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. Our next stop is something a little different, not at all like the 10 different national parks we've been exploring. Tell us your guess in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day.
Think anything's gonna happen to me?
You'll have to feel, does it feel like you can get splinters?
That's not what I'm worrying about. What creatures are in there?
Well, there's definitely no animal, like furry animal kind of, like mammals or anything. There might be bugs.
Here we are, getting some gas.
Again.
Let's check out the Big Trees Trail.
Please, what?